Hi everyone, this is the tutorial for Goodbye. My name's Billy from Piano Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. We're in standard tuning for this, and the song starts off with a couple of power chords. The first shape that we need, which you can see with the tab on the screen, is a power chord from fret 2 on the A string and 4 on the D string. We'll play that 8 times. If we're counting along, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. We then have a bit of a kind of open power chord, 0 on the A, 2 on the D. Again, 8 times. We have 3 notes, an open E string, 7 on the A, which I'm going to use with my ring finger, pointy finger on the D, fret 5. One more time, that's 8 times in a row. Before finally, we have 5, 5 on the A and D. 8 more times. So this set of notes that we've got, we're going to loop around quite a lot in this song, so it's well worth getting used to. So we have the first shape, to the second, third, and then fourth. For the first verse, which is what happens immediately in the song, we're going to play through that 2 times in a row. We then have a pre-chorus, which is literally just the same thing, so you could just play that set of things we've just gone over 4 times in a row. We then get a chorus where things change quite a bit. It's worth mentioning that if you want the tab for this, which is the full song, then head on over to Patreon, where I've got you covered. For the price of a coffee, you get access to not only this song, but a bunch of other Biffy Clyro songs. In fact, close to 700 songs of all the latest releases over the past few years. So feel free to check that out. However, digging in with the chorus, this is a bit of a light chorus. It gets louder later in the song, because it's Biffy Clyro. But the first chorus, we can play what is a D major chord, which is an open D string, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, 2 on the high E. We'll play that 4 times, nice and gentle. Sorry, 8 times gentle. Going to an A major chord, 8 times, and that is an open A string, 2, 2, 2, on the D, G and B strings, and an open E. 2 more chords, E minor, which is an open E, 2, 2 on the A and D, and then 0 on the remaining strings, before finally playing a G major chord, and that is a 3 on the E, 2 on the A, 0, 0, 0 on the D, G, B, and a 3 on the high E. So the first part of that chorus, we have D, A, E minor, and G. That then repeats. Now at that point, we start to get a bit of repetition. We have, looking over to my tab, which is what's available on Patreon, a second verse, which is just the same as the first. Keep it nice and light for now, so we will get louder later. You'll play through that twice before we get to a pre-chorus where things do change a little bit. We then also have a pre-chorus, which is just more repetition, so we just keep that going. However, we then get a second chorus where things have a little bit of a difference. We have D major, a little bit louder, we'll play that a second time round. However, the chorus continues, but it's a little bit different, so I'm calling this the post-chorus. We do start off with D major. We then have this chord that just really is just in your face, very typical Biffy Clyro, I love it. It's a power chord from fret 1 on the A string, 3, 3. So we go from D to this, what is a B flat power chord. And then a B minor bar chord, which is 2 on the A string, 4, 4 on the D and G, 3 on the B, and a 2 on the high E. So let's put those 3 chords together. D, B flat power chord, B minor, and then a G. It then plays D, A, E minor, and then we get that G power chord for a bar. That's where things are going to start building up and getting heavy in very typical Biffy fashion. Now, we get to the bridge where we've got some interesting parts going on. We've got some octaves to play. What's going to happen is we build an octave shape from fret 9 on the A string. That's 9 on the A, 11 on the D, and we need to try and mute that D string that's in between. And the way I do that is just having this finger playing the 9 on the A, but lightly touching the D string. So when I play those 3 strings, you don't really hear that muted string. What we do, we're going to carry that octave shape throughout the full kind of section that we're working on. This is a small guitar solo of sorts, and it goes 1, 2, and we've got an octave shape built from fret 12 on the A string. 1, 2, and 3. So we've gone from 9 to 12, then we go down to 5, up to 7. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and it's a very quick change there. Then we go to fret 8 and play the same as before, 12, 5, 7. So the first 2 parts we have we then go back to 9, 7, 5, 2. So I'm going to play that section all in one go so you can see how it all fits together. Now, depending on how you want to play it, you could try and fill in the gaps. Or you could have even faster of a rhythm. There's a lot of effects on the guitar, so it's quite hard to hear what's going on the track, but those are the octaves to use. We then have a bit of a kind of higher part going on, and that is on the high E string, 7, 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 2. I'll play that slowly. Then a power chord on 2, power chord on 1. Then we go up to fret 5, 2 on the top string. Then back to this. 2, down to 1, up to 5, then number 2 on the top string. So there's a lot going on in that part. There's still a little bit more to go. We then have this power chord on 3, but I'm adding this finger to fret 4 on the G string, which makes it a G major chord. Then take it away and replace it with a full bar chord to make G minor. So that is going to end the bridge section. So yeah, it might be worth checking out the link to everything on Patreon because there's a ton of stuff going on in that part. We then have a loud chorus, which is D major, A major, E minor, G major, back to D, A, then E minor, and G. Then we have D, there's our B flat power chord, B minor, and a G chord. There's then a very small outro, which is just sustaining the chords of the chorus. D, 2, 3, A, E minor, and G, and you get yourself to the end of the song. So there we go, that's everything you need to get through this song by Biffy Clyro. Pretty good song in my opinion. They've gone for kind of a nice chilled out song, and then in the middle it just goes absolutely crazy, which I adore. So if you found this video useful, please do like and subscribe, which really helps out the channel, and consider getting that extra material over on Patreon. In fact, I want to say a quick thank you to the people floating by on the screen who are my active patrons. The moment this video goes live, they will get access to that content straight away. So thanks to them for their support. Thanks to you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.